Yeah, COP11 is a wonderful opportunity for Indian like me to see various governments' perspective on biodiversity. Some countries they are more interested on conservation and promotion of biodiversity. Some countries are more interested how to develop the business perspectives of the biodiversity. Because if you can say most of the developed countries they are rich with the resource with the technology and human resources, whereas they don't have much biodiversity. India like a country we have a rich biodiversity. It has a tremendous value it is, and biodiversity is giving in a very good unparalleled services to the humanity.
So, tell me, tell me what is the agenda of your organization, the mission of your organization?
The aim of our organization is to imbibe the values of biodiversity in communities activities and business strategies and or corporate strategies and government policies. We wanted to see that wherever the community do take up some activities, it may be in a business development or it may be in a community development activities or in a locality development activities, they have to see what would be the impact of on biodiversity in that locality. Wherever a government comes in with a scheme, like it may be in a some kind of project, it can be some kind of in a road development road thing. It may be something like if they given economical development initiative, such as suppose declaring some land as uh, industrial land. In such way, they have to see whatever the biodiversity exists on that land should be somewhere it is preserved or conserved. And the same way, whenever there is a strategy for the business people, they have to see how would be the impact of the strategy or the plan of the government houses is on biodiversity, and try to compensate the same value in some other extent, some other areas, so that wherever whatever the activities, because we can't as a human being we can't live without a business process, without a government policies, without a community activities. But we have to be in such a way that the the living organisms which are living along with us should be have very minimal effect on them.
So interesting. Conservation and compensation. That's interesting. So, how do you achieve this? What are the specific activities and programs that your organization runs to achieve the agenda?
See, we are making a partnership with corporate houses and local communities, and we are also involving government institutions, like a multi-partner activity, wherever some government corporate or in a pharmaceutical institution, they require some kind of biological resources to develop in a product. If you can say, suppose a company is developing in a paper, because they are manufacturing a paper. The paper for the making a paper, biodiversity is a raw material. So this biodiversity is given by the local communities, and for accessing these biological resources from the local communities to a corporate house, there is a requirement of government approvals. So we are all of them bringing in such a synergy, so that the value of biodiversity which is going to the corporate houses, we wanted to compensate in a manner the whatever the biodiversity they are accessing should be preserved or conserved. And also some of the benefit are also need to be flowed to the local communities, so that their development activities, it may be in a developing up in a school, putting up on a mineral water plant, or in a developing in a small dispensary in the village. That kind of activities we are taking up.
Well, Mr. Gangadhar, thank you very much for sharing your insights with us. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and I bless you so that you will do a lot of good work in the area of biodiversity, and hope every international environmental conferences or in a meetings goes, your presence is required, so that people like us will talk, people like us will give the inputs to you, so that your organization and many people who are working in this area, they can also know many people views on biodiversity, many people views on climate change.